This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
6:53, time to get you ready for your Monday here in the Morning Sprint.
Mark Peterson is tracking a winter weather advisory in effect tonight, and Destiny Richards is live at Village Bakery in Coeur d'Alene.
Plus, Olivia Roberts has details on President-elect Joe Biden's plan to end the pandemic. But first, some breaking news about the search for a coronavirus vaccine. Drug maker Pfizer announcing today that its coronavirus vaccine trials have produced a result showing an efficacy of 90%. Although the trials are still incomplete, it is encouraging news as cases of COVID-19 continue to soar nationwide. Pfizer's CEO says the drug maker could have more than 1 billion doses globally by next year.
I think that likely, based on impact, that will be the greatest medical advance in the last 100 years.
And the news has stocks surging this morning. You take a look at it, up over 1,200 points right now. Pfizer says its vaccine has no relation to Operation Warp Speed and that they did not accept any federal funds.
And the news comes as COVID-19 cases explode across the country with nearly 10 million in the U.S. Coronavirus has killed more than 237,000 Americans. Tens of thousands of families have been torn apart by COVID-19, and experts fear far more will experience the same pain.
Something is done drastically that changes public behavior. We're in for catastrophe.
Take a look at the new numbers. Nearly 10 million people infected now. That's more than 1 million cases added in the last 10 days. Hospitalizations now rising in 43 states.
Here in Washington, there were more than 8,500 confirmed cases in the past 7 days and 73 new deaths in that same time period. In the state of Idaho, the total number of cases rose more than 7,300, adding more than 7,700 this past week alone. During that same time period, 54 people died.
And with the surge in cases, more cities are contemplating a mask mandate, including Post Falls. City council members will discuss the possibility this morning. The ordinance would last for 90 days, and the city said it would take an educative approach before handing out $100 tickets. You can be among the first to know the council's decision by downloading the 4 News Now app. It is free. We'll push out a breaking news update as soon as it happens.
President-elect Joe Biden is set to announce his COVID task force this morning. Biden plans to tap 12 key advisors to help carry out this plan. Former Surgeon General Vivek Murthy and former FDA Commissioner David Kessler are expected to be among those to lead the group. Also on that list is Rick Bright, a whistleblower from the Trump administration who claims his early warnings about the pandemic were ignored and ultimately led to his removal. The team plans to double the number of testing sites, invest in at-home tests, create a nationwide dashboard to let Americans monitor virus transmission by zip code, and call on governors to implement mask mandates. President-elect Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris will be briefed from an advisory board later today. Meanwhile, President Trump is no closer to signaling he might concede.
We're live at the Village Bakery. It's a home-run and operated bakery in Coeur d'Alene, and you can help them out. They're doing a fundraiser where they're supporting the Panhandle Autism Society, selling delicious treats and hot cocoa bombs. Right now, you can go to our website, kxly.com, for more information on the Village Bakery, and to help support them, you can contact them and see what they're all about.
Well, first graders at Spokane Public Schools are heading back to the classroom this morning. The district began phasing kindergartners into the classroom on October 5th after receiving the go-ahead from the Spokane Regional Health District. Similar to kindergartners, first graders will return in a phased approach, with the second group returning tomorrow and all students joining schedules on the 20th. The district is also hoping to phase second graders back to in-person learning starting after Thanksgiving on November 30th.
And new this morning, Gonzaga University has released a statement of solidarity with its black students in reaction to anonymous harassment during a Zoom meeting for the Black Student Union. The uninvited attendees directed racist and homophobic slurs at black students. The letter, signed by President Thane McCullough and other top university officials, says an investigation has begun, and if any members of the GU community are identified as responsible, the consequences will be severe.
All right, good morning, everybody. In our first alert weather, the 4 things you need to know is that it's going to be sunny today. It's going to be a great start. Winter weather advisory, 10 o'clock tonight through 10 a.m. tomorrow. 1 to 2 inches of snow expected, and then more snow by the end of the week. When and how cold? We'll have that coming your way in just a minute.